Ladies and gentlemen,
Your complete attention, if you please.
this is
Just what is it that you want to do?
Well, I ask you, brother, do you think you're fine?
That's what I like to
On the
know.
right.
This is
Intermission.
On anybody's mind? Like your poem about?
I'm here with my intermission guest today, Liz Ung. Liz, how are you doing?
Feeling all right. Feeling a little bluesy from, the first half of the show, but,
A little tired.
I'm sorry for that pun. Been tired, but also excited to be here.
Thanks so much for coming on. Now, this is your senior year at UMBC, correct?
Super senior, yeah.
Super senior.
So, 6th year, woohoo!
6th year at UMBC?
No, I transferred here in 2014.
Gotcha.
So, been here, but it does feel like it's been 10 years. So,
Oh, okay.
you
Well,
know.
you're almost out, right?
Yeah, I'm finally, going into my final classes and all that, so
That's
like
good.
exciting.
What will you be graduating with?
A BA in theater studies with an emphasis on acting, costume design, and playwriting.
That's so cool. So, what do you plan to do with that once you graduate?
Oh, fuck if I know. Well, I'm definitely doing a lot of acting gigs on the side right now,
That's
so
good.
that I'll probably be doing that afterwards. I'm basically just going to stay around the Baltimore and
Awesome.
Washington, D.C. area, and then, hopefully move out to the bigger world and do big kid stuff,
That's awesome. Well, where have you been acting recently?
Right now, do a little self-promotion
Do
here. Right now, I'm in a show called The Elephant Man, and they're playing at Fells Point Corner Theater. We have 2 more weekends left, so you should check it out.
That's awesome.
Tickets are usually $20, but if you're a student, you can get the matinees for $10. So and it's a
Nice.
very lovely show. It's a very beautiful show. And it won a Tony Award in 1979, so it's definitely critically acclaimed. And it tells the tale of John Merrick, or Joseph Merrick, who is physically deformed. Like, he had all these weird deformities about him, and about the doctor Frederick Treves, who takes him into the London hospital and tries to make sure that, and tries to study him and make sure that he's well adjusted to English society at the time.
Awesome. So
yeah.
who do you play?
I play various characters.
Okay.
Excuse me. I play as the nurse Sandwich, who is very kind of unfeeling, but she tries to do what she thinks she knows what she's doing. I also play a pinhead, which is also one of those circus freaks people.
Oh, that's pretty
and,
cool.
Who one of the first interactions with John Merrick. And I also play various upper class people, and who welcome John Merrick into society.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Now, this is definitely not your first, can I say professional, or is it professional in air quotes?
Professional air quotes,
Okay.
I would say.
This isn't your first time in the Baltimore theater scene, isn't that correct?
No, yeah.
So what else have you done?
I have done. What did I do? I was at Single Carrot Theater about a year ago, and I was in a show called Utopia Parkway. That's a very fun show to do. Also did a new play by a doctor named Madeline Leong called Life Support. And it talks about, and the story tells about a patient who has cancer and him trying to cope with his life, and I play the doctor that helps him through that. So
That's awesome. That's
yeah.
really cool. And you just, have you been auditioning in the area?
Yeah, just trying to get whatever I can, trying to work up my resume, but also get a lot of acting experience.
That's awesome.
And I not only just do Baltimore, but I do Washington.
Okay.
And, just other areas that I can commute to
yeah.
within an hour, I guess. So,
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Now, I understand from your Facebook presence, you also have a cosplay company?
Not
Is
a
it a
company.
company? Okay. Can
No,
you walk me through?
I've been cosplaying since I was 13.
Oh, wow.
Not professionally, but I do it for fun. I always do it for fun.
Are there professional cosplayers?
Oh yeah, they make tons of fucking money.
What does that entail? Like they make costumes for other people?
Well, no, they are just they're people that come from different walks of life. Like
Okay.
some people were professional seamstresses or like costume designers or fashion designers, and cosplay was sort of their way of kind of putting their passion for like anime or like manga or TV shows into what they love, and that's where I kind of also go into. My mom did a lot of sewing before. She taught me
Okay.
some, and then I really got into video games, and I like to cosplay. So
That's awesome. That's really
Yeah,
cool. For those who don't know, cosplay is costume playing?
yeah,
Is that
it's a
called?
coin term. I think the Japanese use cosplay, and and it's kind of turned into this kind of wave of this subculture of people who like set interests and just for them to kind of come together and dress up as their favorite character. It's like
Right.
Halloween all year round.
That's pretty cool. We have a big one here in Baltimore, don't we?
Yeah, Otakon. Actually, they just did their last year here. They're not going to move to DC, so that's
Where?
kind
In
of
the DC Convention Center?
yeah. Oh yeah. So-
How come?
Yeah, I did go to Otakon this year.
Nick, were you there at Otakon?
Yeah, it was a lot of fun.
Did you cosplay, Nick?
No.
Okay, we were there for fun. Did you cosplay?
Oh yeah.
Who? As who?
I do obscure characters, so
Oh.
you probably wouldn't know. But for those 3 viewers that are listening, if you know of Dot Hack Sign, I did Tsukasa from that. And then I did a character from Final Fantasy Tactics Advance named March. And I also did Link from Legend of Zelda, because, everyone does Link from Legend of Zelda.
Yeah. That's a good one.
Yeah, so
That's really cool.
that's like my other life, I guess, my
Uh-huh.
alter ego.
Now, do you see yourself pursuing that further, or you said it just for fun?
It's hard to break into. I would say it's hard to break into doing cosplay, quote unquote, professionally. But I do see myself doing it as a hobby, as a side thing. Like
Okay.
I only do it once a year because I'm busy the rest of the year.
Right.
At school or whatever.
Lots of other stuff.
But yeah, cosplay's been a big part of my life, and it's made me lots of friends and lots of connections. So
That's really cool.
I think that it's just a wonderful thing to do.
Are you going to continue going to Otakon once it moves to DC, or are
I
there
am
people-
planning to go next year. So
Are there people boycotting the move? I'm really bummed.
Not really.
Okay.
I mean, at least.
Well, what does Baltimore have?
Yeah, Baltimore's going to lose a lot of money
That's too bad.
because it draws 30,000 people a year, so that's
Right,
a
it's
lot of
pretty big.
people. So
Yeah.
they just needed more room. It does get really crowded. and
Oh, it's not a money thing. It's just a room thing.
I think so. Yeah.
Okay.
So
What a shame. That's too
Yeah.
bad. Well, we're almost out of time. Do you have any little last shout outs to the audience? Do you want to pitch any bands?
oh yeah, oh my god, this is a little embarrassing. But I've been a fan of this indie band called Red Vox. It's started by this guy named Vinny Vinesauce, and he does all these video game streams and whatnot. But he does, and he does this band thing at the side. I don't know him personally, so this is weird talking about it like this.
We're
but
best
like,
friends.
yeah. But they do a lot of kind of nostalgic like 90s rock and like other they like draw inspiration from other rock bands and stuff, so you should definitely check them out. Their newest release, they released an EP called Blood Bagel. It's a little bit vulgar, so just a little discretion there. But I think they are really great in terms of they know what they are, they know what they're doing, sort of. So, they just have fun doing it. And
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, you should check them out. Maybe, All Music Considered can play some
Red Vox. Well, what would you say their genre is?
psychedelic, indie, rock band,
Ooh, yeah.
They're trying to dive into other genres as far as I know, but, I think I saw them perform live once.
Oh, that's
so
awesome. Where?
Really, at another convention called Too Many Games in Philadelphia.
That's really cool.
Yeah, and I think they're going to be there next year. So
Nice.
yeah,
That's pretty cool.
check them out.
Definitely. Well, thank you so much for coming on.
No problem. Thank you for having me.